Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about my content predictions for this weekend's packs here in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM. I'm expecting we're probably going to get a pretty darn good pack drop to go alongside of a likely festival that's coming at later on today. We'll find out about both those things, I would assume, here in a few hours, but gonna give you all my predictions for what I think this pack drop could look like based on the cards that are currently that have not been dropped this season, I guess, from the 16 colleges that 2K partnered with this season. And before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So we have ourselves I have three 100 overall predictions, 4 Dark Matters, and then 4 Galaxy Opals as well, I think. And then obviously the Pink Diamonds could be kind of anybody, seeing as the Pink Diamonds have been not limited, obviously, to the colleges that 2K has partnered with this season. And it's a lot of like young guys from what I have noticed so far over this season. It's a lot of current players and young current players getting cards, which I am completely cool with. I mean, for the most part, young guys anyway, but it's something that I think is good to get a bunch of current players, even if they're not like superstars, just to have more usable cards of different players for people out there who maybe make theme teams, for example, or things of that nature. Who can we get for these Pink Diamonds? Honestly, I don't have a list of names. There's a bunch of good options, I'm sure, of guys that they could drop that would be pretty sick as Pink Diamonds, though, if they were to like, for example, I know we had a GG Jackson card last season, but he's a name that pops into my mind as guys who've been playing a lot for the Grizzlies recently. Would be an awesome card at Pink Diamond. I'm sure there's many other examples like that as well of current players who are pretty good in real, or who have been playing well in real life and have pretty good animations or whatever, and could be dropped in the game. So I'd love to see a high-level Pink Diamond or 2 this week. That being said, my expectation is more so that we are going to see I'm hoping a pretty good pack drop. This past week's pack drop, the certified drop, was honestly pretty certified mid, honestly, in my opinion. Magic's great, but AD overpriced, good but not unbelievable. Same thing kind of with Rayon, very good card as well, but not insanely OP. And then Magic elite, but also not ridiculous, you know what I mean? So my initial impression anyway is that like we're probably due, because last week's Dark Matters weren't very good, the Galaxy Opals weren't all that great besides Charlie Villanueva. Like, I think realistically we're due for a really nice pack drop, and so we'll start with the Galaxy Opal names. And the first name that came to me is a guy I've mentioned a couple times throughout the season, D'Angelo Russell. Kind of surprised he has not gotten a card yet. I think his last card was in like season 2 or something like that. Card came out quite a while ago at this point. Maybe it was late season 1. I honestly don't remember, but it's been a while since we've gotten a D'Angelo Russell card nonetheless. And I think he's a guy who actually could be pretty good. Like, I could see a world in which D'Lo is a decently fun option. I'm not saying he's going to be an elite card or anything like that, but I think he might be better than people realize, if nothing else. Just the one thing I would say about D'Lo, and I think he could be competent. Yeah, he came out in the MyTEAM Festival at the end of, was that the end of season 2? Yeah, that was the end of season 2. So it's been a while since we got a D'Lo card. It wouldn't shock me to see him get a Galaxy Opal. Another guy who could get a Galaxy Opal, kind of not as big of a name, well, not a horrible name, but not a huge one. Trevor Ariza makes sense to me. He's a guy who'd be a good 3-and-D, especially if he can play the shooting guard position. Don't think he really has a crazy jumper or crazy sigs or anything like that, but I could see a world in which Robert Covington, in which a Trevor Ariza is a really nice budget option at the small forward or shooting guard position, as he has been multiple times in the past. I could see him being pretty darn solid. Next up, we have I can't read my handwriting. From Louisville, Wes Unseld. Give us a point guard eligible Wes Unseld. I don't think they would, but wouldn't it be cool if they did? I'm assuming this would be like a power forward center card, but his stats and badges were very underwhelming on his Pink Diamonds, and I think it would be cool to see overall just a more complete, more elite version of Wes Unseld, considering he's had a lot of good cards in the past, and I feel like he's kind of due for another good one. That's just my initial thoughts with him. And I think realistically, like, I guess I did save the best for last overall. But Donovan Clingan to me makes a lot of sense as a Galaxy Opal. He's obviously went to UConn, won a national championship, and is a really, really good player in real life as well. Guy is really coming into his own on the Trailblazers. Just makes a lot of sense in terms of meeting multiple criteria, I guess, to be able to be included in this pack drop. Would be very intrigued to see a Donovan Clingan card as well, simply because he's 7'2" with like that 7'6" or 7'9" wingspan or whatever. So that certainly helps out quite a lot as well. And I definitely think this could be a very, very good card as an Opal as well. Now, moving on to the Dark Matters. I'm realizing I read the wrong list. I should have had Wes Unseld as a Dark Matter, so my mistake. The guy I missed at the Opal tier, by the way, in case y'all are wondering, is Jalen Tyson. So my mistake there. Wes Unseld is my first Dark Matter prediction. There you go. Sorry. The other three are bigger names than Wes Unseld overall. I went kind of big, just like with the festival predictions, in terms of the big names that we have not gotten for Dark Matters and 100 overalls at this point in the year. And the first of those big names, not Wes Unseld, but the others, I would say, well, first of all, Lonzo makes a ton of sense, like a ton of sense. He's really good, and he's, I mean, he's one of those guys that if 2K just tweaks his animations a little bit, could be a really nice card. Always a popular 2K card as well, which I think absolutely does hurt him, or sorry, doesn't hurt him, absolutely does help him overall. And I could see Alonzo card from UCLA being a pretty sick card, pretty fun, probably decently expensive for an Opal, but would likely be a pretty good card. Next Opal is going to be Jaren Jackson Jr., who I think is extremely good. His shot's so good, his diamond's still usable, and I would think that this card would be extremely usable at the power forward position. Definitely a high level option at the 4, even online at this point in the year. And then the last Dark Matter that I predicted is going to be Terry Dishinger from the University of Purdue. I'm not saying he will, but I could see it. He's already already a program card this year, I guess. Not program, but an event card this year. And so realistically, I wouldn't be completely shocked if we were to get just like a normal card of him, and a Dark Matter Terry D would be amazing. It'd basically be the same as the Galaxy Opal in a lot of ways, but maybe a couple of tweaked SIGs, hopefully for the better, and a jumper put on very quick and not changed, at least ideally. But it'd be interesting to see nonetheless what that card would look like. And then your 100 overalls, big names, of course: Kevin Durant, Hakeem Olajuwon, and John Havlicek. John Havlicek because, well, we needed somebody not as exciting, and I think obviously KG and Wimby have that. I don't know. I think realistically Hondo's a nice card, and if they give him great SIGs and let him play point guard, which I think they will, then he'd be really good. And obviously the 100 overall KD is going to be the best shooting guard in the game, because he's probably not going to be point guard eligible, but he probably will be shooting guard eligible. And then yeah, I think Hakeem being in the Chills Festival already this year makes his chances of being in another festival really low, but he went to Houston, so it's kind of a surprise he hasn't come out yet. My guess is he is in the pack drop tomorrow as well. But with that being said, it's gonna do it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.